What's up, team? Well, Steven Crowder is back, and, well, he had a lot of things to say, the least of which was the much-anticipated lawsuit. But what is he talking about? Well, let's hop in and find out. That's what's happening today on Studio 214. I don't know if you guys caught it this morning, but Mug Club is finally back, and Bill Richmond was on to explain exactly what is going on with the details. Let's hop in and take a look at the video. Woo, that was intense. Here we go.
Of the bad things that were done by a particular certain tech company and how they were trying to screw with a variety of ways that you interact with that platform. And the platform that's in the target, again, in the crosshairs, is Facebook.
I was going to say Friendster.
Yeah, I thought I was going to say
So it was going to be Friendster, but
They're
then
next.
we reached out and they were totally cool. So it was fun.
But no, if you remember YouTube, they had a live stream on election night, and YouTube just turned it off. They wouldn't, no explanation. Craziness.
So be clear here. So what do you mean crosshairs? You are filing?
We have already initiated and will be publicly announcing and making available for everyone a lawsuit that we're filing against Facebook Inc. regarding unfair competition, fraud, false advertising, and antitrust.
Now, if you'll notice, he did not say Section 230 because they're smart enough not to do that. There have been a lot of big tech lawsuits, but why is this one different? Well, to find out, let's go and talk to see what Bill Richmond has to say.
As we move forward, the reason why it's different is because we're going after Facebook based on its own words and its own promises. It's a platform that was, ever since 2016, when the Gizmodo article came out and said, oh, we're suppressing the feed. We're taking certain views and we're going to suppress them in the trending and news topics. We don't do that anymore. That's what Facebook said.
Do you believe him? Because I don't. And that's what Bill and Steven are alleging has happened. Exactly that they've been silenced and that there is a bias, even though, as Bill claims, Facebook has said there is no bias.
Don't do it. They told Congress we don't do it. They told the consumers we don't do it. They told us that.
Let's fact check them real quick.
To the very damning video evidence and the testimony from them that the culture that you lead within Facebook is one that disadvantages conservatives and leads to content manipulation.
So, Congressman, I'm somewhat familiar with the concerns that they've raised, and as I've said, we aim to be a platform for all ideas. We got into this because we want to give everyone a voice. I certainly do not want our platforms to be run in a way that has any ideological bias, and I want people to be able to discuss a range of
Yet here we are. Yeah, right back into it.
issues. When people raise concerns like that, we do look into them to make sure that that everyone in our operation is behaving and upholding the standards that we would like. And if the behavior that they cited is true, then that would be unacceptable in our operation.
Oh. So in case you missed it, that was a denial. That was a denial of that they do not have a conservative bent. Now, let's go in. Now you might be asking yourself, what exactly did Facebook do? What are they alleging that Facebook did? Well, to find out, we'll go to this clip. All right, meow.
So what's different of this lawsuit from other lawsuits that have gone against big tech, and a few have some very specific factual reasons, but ours is really pro-business, anti-fraud. You can run a business however you want. If you were a social media platform or any kind of business and you want to allow certain types of contents or certain kind of customers in your store or on your platform, you're allowed to do it. But what you can't do is lie. What you can't do is say, we are open to everyone. We don't discriminate based on political ideology or race or religion.
And as you heard from Zuckerberg himself, they do not have a conservative bias against. They don't have a bias against conservatives. He said that would be completely unacceptable. And so they say they treat everybody fair, which is what they're saying is how Facebook marketed themselves so they could get users. Because as Facebook, as all social media is really, all its content is user driven. So, or most of its content, like 99% of its content is user driven. And so they need people with a personal attachment so they can hook up eyes and ears so they can sell ads to you. I mean, despite what Zuck says, oh, it's about connecting with people. Bull crap. They're all about selling ads. So he was lying, but
and turn around and actually do that, both expressly and through the software that you're implementing. And the whole reason is because they need creators to be able to drive users. The only thing they have is eyeballs and ears to be able to sell ads.
Right.
And so they get creators.
It's almost like I saw this clip first, then talked about it second. Yeah.
To bring this data into them, to bring you, the free user. I mean, it's at the very front of their FAQ. Our business is your data and being able to sell that data for ads. And yet they bring people in.
Yet he says, let's go back to that.
We got into this because we want to give everyone a voice. I certainly do not want
this, or at least their business model changed. Maybe that's why they got into it at the very beginning. But like 5 minutes afterwards, when they realized they could take everyone's information and sell it, that they would make way more money that way. That's what it became about. So yeah, lofty goals 15 years ago when we started this thing, but now we're all about your info and selling it to the highest bidder. Ah! And so, of course, we are left wondering, what exactly is it that they're looking to get from this? I mean, do they want to pay out? What do they want? Let's find out.
So what is it that we want from Facebook? It's not getting a post up here or there.
No. The very first thing that we're looking for is injunctive relief. The specific lawsuit, the specific statutes that we're using in this lawsuit focuses mainly on getting them to just, in a word, stop it. Just to simply stop.
Stop it.
Hey. Stop it. Stop all of it. Stop throttling. Stop secretly throttling. Stop expressly throttling. Stop doing all of the different things that are anti-competitive behavior, that are unfair competition. Stop listening to certain media companies tell you, oh, I don't like this other media company. Shut down their page. Throttle their ads. Throttle
Parlor. I must have the Rona.
Their users, keep their users from being able to see or even like their particular posts. And that's the difference that we're going to be employing here.
And there you have it, guys. That's what's going on with that. Which, of course, brings us back to the article from louderwithcrowder.com, which basically outlines all of those things that we just talked about, but a little more in depth. And of course, Bill Richmond's a man that has much more flavor and personality than, gray print on a white background. But anyway, that is the story. What do you guys think? If you guys want to catch the full episode, go check out Louder with Crowder and watch it there. Links will be in the description. Thanks for watching, everyone. I think that'll work. That'll be pretty great.